Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
What's the fuzz with Sharkie and Bronc?
I thought, you know what, each week we probably should give you the floor. We have a Broncos beef, right? A Broncos beef and a Sharkie shambles.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? Really, I mean, it's
that frustrating. We're going to have to limit ourselves to one blow up a week.
Surely there must be something good about it, but the more you think, the less you can find.
Well, I'd much rather the game prosper without a certain Greek. I mean, that's all I'm asking.
Yep.
And we can reverse some of this nonsense.
Too true, mate. Jolly true. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you have a Broncos beef, and I'll come up with a Sharkie shambles.
The day of reckoning will come, I presume.
Eventually.
I'm hoping. Yeah. Well, I mean, all he wants to do is just, outdo Victoria to every chance he gets. And I mean, after all, there is a limit to the amount of prize money you can throw away and still justify, other precincts racing for 20 and 30,000, and he's looking at millions.
Just loves to pick a fight for some reason.
Yeah. He's trying to leave a legacy, and at the moment he's being highly successful. But yeah, that's right. Absolute.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the AFL wouldn't give a tinker's cuss about who Peter V'landys is or the NRL.
Of course not, because they just go their way. They've got a good product. They promote it well, and it's going along okay. They have their issues like the NRL, but it's not the end of the world. We're not changing the rules every second week.
Yet every time this bloke opens his mouth, he has a pot shot at the AFL.
Yeah, well, that's right.
I mean, I don't watch the AFL, but I don't see the need to hit him against a fence post unprovoked.
Well, mate, it's always been a fact that, going back to my selling days, is the one thing you don't do, you don't pop the opposition. You know what? I reckon he's bought all those pubs to jack up the Perth Bears, is it? The Bears. Yeah, I reckon he's done that because, if a man's lucky enough to be around in 5 years' time, I reckon I'll outlast the Bears. And Christ only knows what Papua New Guinea will like.
Oh, please.
I mean, we'll keep China away at any cost. We've started the show.
Yeah, we've done half the show.
Yeah, that's right. And all we've done is rubbish.
I'm trying to figure out a way where I can sort of use all of that and make it part of this week's show. Maybe we've done Broncos beef and Sharkie shambles already.
Maybe true, mate. Maybe true. All righty.
You'd be happy to know that the numbers were very, very good last week for your first show of the year.
Oh, truly. Oh, wonderful news. So, we've got Vanuatu back, have we?
Clearly he's still popular.
One wonders.
Oh, dear.
There are some people who are bored shitless. And God bless you all.
Indeed. Listen, Bronc, what we might do is have a look at round 3. It all kicks off tonight at GIO in the nation's capital.
Yep.
Actually, there's some juicy games this weekend.
Very true. Very.
And some already, the knives are out. Quick, smart, and we've got some coaches on the brink of collapse. Usually we give them a little bit of a reprieve until about week 6 or 8, but
but we've gone right off after week 2. I mean, you'd have to have a permanent booking with your local psychologist. That'd have to be a weekly booking.
Yes, indeed. Round 3, here we go. Let's have a look at it, see if we can kill off some coaches as well. The Raiders at home to the Dogs. This at GIO. KO Fox and Beasting TV as usual. $1.88 the home side favourites, edging out the Doggies at $1.96.
Oh, look, 2 months' time, I'd say the Raiders are certainties. At the moment, I really don't know. I'm sure that Ricky, even the new Ricky, who obviously has found the Garden of Eden and he's been smelling the roses there because he seems to be a weirdly changed person.
He's very relaxed, isn't he?
Look, I watched him on 360 and he's praising the 6 again against penalties. Whatever he's on, Rick, get off it, mate. Look, honestly, it's not the real you. It just seems to be just a cardboard cutout. I don't know. I'm terribly worried about your well-being, to be really honest. It's a problem.
Hashtag bring back Ricky.
Yeah, bring back. Yeah, I think so. Look, even though it's not freezing cold yet, look, I think the Raiders really have got to get their fingers out, and I think maybe this may be the night, even though Bulldogs, I don't really know. And we're still, this is round 3, so we've got another at least 5 more rounds to go before anything settles down. But I'll go Raiders, by a bit.
Yeah, I think if they don't get their mojo on tonight, I think we might see a little bit of the old stick come out at some point throughout the night.
I'd like to see a few chairs flying through the air. Get back to the real fella. Absolutely.
Friday football, we're at Allianz Stadium. It's the Roosters at home to the Panthers, this at 6 p.m. I mean, fair dinkum. We've got some great games of football already in the first 3 weeks, and unfortunately, those who have only got free-to-wear, they miss out.
This is going to be a ripper game. I must admit, I was quite pleasantly surprised with the Roosters last week. Of course, in my usual form, went for the Bunnies, and they failed to live up to my expectations. But I thought the Roosters were very good. Cherry Evans is the 2026 version of Cooper Cronk. Something's going to tell me he's certainly going to make that a much better team. It's going to help Sam Walker. Look, saying all that. Oh, look, the Panthers are just so clinical, aren't they? The Panthers, we'll score some points, and then good luck to you getting through our defence. And that's been their way for as far as I can think back. And nobody has come up with a plan B. And that's terribly surprising. Like, never mind, you're not going to kick through them, but what about a little kick over the top and things like, bite the bullet, because you're not going to beat them, in hand-to-hand combat. They're too good. They'll smother you. So, look, I'm going for the Panthers, but the Roosters did impress me a wee bit, so I'm expecting not a bad game of footy, actually.
The game card here, the betting, $2.39 the home side, the Roosters. Favourites, obviously, the Panthers at $1.58, 6 p.m. on KO and Fox. I'll just say this, and it's not because they're our teams, but the Broncos and the Sharks losing by 20 to the Pennies. Those score lines will look very, very good in comparison to some of the score lines that this mob are going to put on some teams this year, because they're going to win some games blindfolded.
Yeah, they're going to win some by a minute. Absolutely true, mate. They're pretty scary again. Absolutely true.
Pennies there. We'll get the chocolates.
Pennies.
Now we head over to Amy Stadium in Melbourne. 8 p.m, KO Fox and Beasting TV. It is the Storm at home to the Broncos. $1.35 plays $3.23.
Well, once again, the Storm, the super spine of the Storm are just a deadly, deadly, deadly operation. And this young, what's his, Falago?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. He's a bit slippery and very, very, very difficult to touch. I mean,
poor old Paps has been forgotten in 3 weeks.
Oh, who? Oh, man, I tell you, Brisbane have got to show us a little bit more than look, honestly, I cannot believe last week's performance against Para. I mean, Parramatta were just, they're like the bloke that fell out the boat. They weren't in it. And then suddenly Brisbane decided, let's, we'll let them score 1 try, 2 tries, 3 tries, 4 tries in around about 15 minutes of play on both sides of halftime.
Crazy.
I honestly have no idea what happened. I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm hoping for a better performance. I'm hoping for the Bronx to go a little better. But look, I've got to use the head and not the heart. Storm.
In the season proper, It's almost like an old movie that we've watched over and over again, late night and, SBS. Melbourne during the year at home. They just replicate over and over again what they've always done. Now, you can generally get them in a final or a grand final, but, geez, weeks 1 to 27, and especially at home when they're on, and they're usually on in this early part of the season, they don't usually drop a game until about week 13.
Yeah, too true, mate.
It's hard going. This is probably the hardest road trip in the game other than maybe playing, I don't know, Penrith on a netball court.
Yeah, too true.
Yeah, the Storm there at home. Super Saturday. Oh, Bobby's up. Bobby's up. He's up on his tippy toes.
I bet he'll be cock of the walk, won't he?
He will. 3 p.m. Mac Jones Stadium, Saturday afternoon. Look, as I said, the weather here won't be all that good. We're expecting rain right through until the weekend. The Knights at home paying $2.37 against the, upbeat Warriors, favourites at $1.59. KO and Fox.
World's worst travellers, but oh my golly me! I tell you what, they're playing all right, and if it's wet, that's going to be like playing at home.
Yep.
Yeah, look, I think the Warriors will roll the Knights, even though the Knights have been performing just a little bit above what I gave them credit for. But yeah, Warriors for mine, mate.
Super Saturday rolls on. We're at Ocean Protect Stadium in the Shire. Sharkies at home to the Dolphins. $1.43 favourites the Sharks. Dolphs at $2.85. Nice value there. This on KO and Fox.
Let's go Sharks without any other comments. You've got to be realistic.
I'll take the Sharks, but can I give a word of advice to the 17 that are in and around? Actually, it's 19 these days, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I still don't understand what the extra 2 are there for.
No one else does.
I think it's just one of life's little mysteries.
Another introduction from the Golden Greek.
Absolutely. Good on you, Slick.
Just pay attention to the bloke that plays. Actually, he plays in the centres more times than not these days, but in my book, he should be their fullback. But can we just keep an eye on the hammer?
I mean, if he's on, he's almost unstoppable if he's on. Yeah, very true. Yep.
Super Saturday wraps up at Polytech Stadium in Gosford. It's a Rabbitohs home game. Should get a good crowd there. Rabbitohs v Tigers. $1.57 the Rabbits. Tigers at $2.40. This $7.35. KO and Fox.
Well, my congratulations to you too on your selection. They absolutely made mincemeat of the Motherpool Bludgers the other
Cowboys,
week.
gone.
Last week. Oh, geez, I tell you, you'd love to be. Oh, wouldn't you love to be young Mr. Payton? Look, I reckon every day he's had to rewrite his resume. I'm sure because I tell you what, it's
Hey Todd, word of advice: don't use your last place of employment.
No,
just backdate it.
Yeah, just tell them you've been on long service leave or something.
Indeed.
I'll go for the Bunnies.
Tigers.
All righty.
Sunday football. Sorry, Benj. Sunday football. Combat. It's a Eels home game. They're playing in the Dragons. $1.42 plays $2.87. 4:05 p.m. Leon Shoes and Iced Vovos. KO Fox and, you guessed it, the Beasting TV.
Without any further ado, Eels.
Yep, Eels. And to wrap us up for round 3, we're at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. Desperate for a win, the home side. Their favourites too, $1.60 the Cowboys. The Titans, $2.34. This one at 6:15 p.m.
Fancy taking $1.60, this bunch of clowns.
Not with your money.
Look. If someone even said, "Look, you can have this. You don't have to pay it back," I wouldn't back them. But then again, could you back the Titans?
Oh no, not with your money. So we're stuffed.
So we're buggered. I mean, this really is a frightening game of football.
Listen, have you got a coin there? Have you got any to toss other than you know what?
All right, she's going up in the air. You call it.
Heads.
Heads, it's Cowboys. Tails, it's Titans. All right.
Okay.
Up and down, and it is a head. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Well, it doesn't matter, really. So we're both going for the Cowboys.
Oh, listen, that's the last time we do a toss.
Oh, well.
Well, together anyway.
Do you think? Yeah, well, at least keep a blanket between us. And
We shan't be getting that close.
would we be as disappointed if we'd have got the Titans? Of course we would have.
Yes.
It wouldn't have made no difference whatsoever, mate.
Oh,
honestly.
dear.
If this is not the worst game of the weekend compared to, Raiders, Bullies, Roosters, Panthers, Storm, Broncos, I mean, and then Cowboys, Titans.
You know, the thing about this is in years gone by, there's usually about 2 to 3 games that each year we don't want to take anyone. But
Yeah.
I don't recall we've ever had a season since 2008 doing this where we've actually come to this predicament in week 3.
Yeah, and showing all our footy tipping skills by tossing a coin.
Yeah. It's as good as anything, apparently.
Fair dinkum, no. That's the sort of game that should be on around about, about 1:15 a.m. and on SBS. Oh, bloody hell.
Now,
yeah,
Bronc,
there we go.
just to let the fans know, we'll confirm that we'll have a Broncos beef and a Sharkies shambles each week. But given how we started today's show, I think we'll just use that. We'll just go straight into that. People will hear that, and we'll just use that for this week.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
We covered the Greek in glory, and that'll do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's fair enough too. Absolutely true, my friend. I think there's nothing wrong with that idea whatsoever. Yep.
Well, on that high note, enjoy the football. Good luck and good punting, my friend.
Yeah, well, the same applies to everybody else, and I suppose we've just got to finish up with a hooroo.
What's the fuzz?
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.